Good day, grade 10 students. Today we'll be tackling Boyle's Law sa ating Science 10, Quarter 4, Module 1.1. After going through this discussion, you're expected to, number 1, investigate the relationship between volume and pressure at constant temperature of a gas. Number 2, solve problems involving changes in the condition of the gas using the equation for Boyle's Law. And third, give application of Boyle's Law in real-life situations. Now, before we discuss everything about Boyle's Law, let's have first a pretest. Okay? So, kindly get any sheet of paper and answer the question as follows. Okay? So, I hope ready na kayo. Let's start with number 1. Who was the English scientist who made accurate observations on the relationship of pressure and volume? Is it A, Amedeo Avogadro? Is it letter B, Gay-Lussac? C, Jacques Charles? Or letter D, Robert Boyle? Okay, and the answer is letter D, Robert Boyle. Let's have number 2. Which of the following is constant when using the Boyle's Law? I repeat, which of the following is constant when using the Boyle's Law? Is it A, energy, B, pressure, C, temperature, or letter D, volume? The answer is letter C, temperature. Let's have number 3. Which of the following is the SI standard unit of pressure? Sino daw dito ang SI standard unit of pressure? Is it ATM, mmHg, PA, or torr? Okay, the answer is letter C, PA or Pascal. Let's have number 4. Which of the following is equal to the standard pressure? Sino daw dito ay equivalent sa ating standard pressure? Is it A, 1 atm, B, 1 torr, C, 273 kPa, or letter D, 760 atm? Okay, the answer is letter A, 1 atm. Let's have number 5. When pressure on a gas goes down, what happens to its volume? Again, when pressure on a gas goes down, what happens to its volume? Is it A, goes down, then rises? Letter B, rises. Letter C, rises, then falls, or letter D, stays the same? Okay, the answer is letter B, rises. Let's have number 6. In the equation for Boyle's Law, P1 stands for what? Okay, ang hinahanap natin dito is sino daw si P1 sa equation ni Boyle's Law? Is it A, the difference in pressure, B, initial pressure, C, new pressure, or letter D, standard pressure of 1 atm? The answer is letter B, initial pressure. Let's have number 7. In the equation for Boyle's Law, V2 stands for what? Is it A, difference in volume, B, final volume, letter C, initial volume, or letter D, standard volume? Sino daw si V2? Alright, the answer is letter B, the final volume. Let's have number 8. Which of the following graph correctly represents the relationship between pressure and the volume of an ideal gas that is held constant at that is held at constant temperature? Is it A, B, C, or D? Okay, the answer is letter C. Let's have number 9. What is the equivalent value of 1 atmosphere or 1 atm in Pascal or PA? Is it A, 1 Pascal, B, 76 Pascal, letter C, 760 Pascal, or letter D, 101,325 Pascals? Okay, the answer is letter D, 101,325 PA. Let's have number 10. Based on the table below, what relationship can be derived between pressure and volume at constant temperature? Okay, tingnan natin sa ating table. Is it letter A, the volume is directly proportional to its pressure. B, the volume is insignificantly related to its pressure. Letter C, the volume is inversely proportional. Or letter D, the volume is inversely proportional. The answer is letter C. Okay, it is inversely proportional. Number 11. Which of the following illustrates the mathematical statement of Boyle's law? Is it A, P1V1 equals to P2V2? Is it letter B, V1 over T1 equals to V2 over T2? C, P1T1 equals to P2T2? Or letter D, V1P1 over T1 equals to V2P2 over T2? The answer is letter A, P1V1 equals to P2V2. Number 12. So this is a problem solving and I hope makakasagot kayo before we discuss. Okay? Kindly pause na lang po. Then, you need to solve this on your own. Okay? Anong sagot natin dito? Is it A, B, C, or D? Pretest pa naman ito, di ba? Okay. Ang sagot natin dito is letter D, 8.25 liters. Let's have number 13. Okay? If the pressure of a confined gas is doubled while the temperature remains constant, what change would be observed in the volume? It would be half, it would be doubled, magiging 4 ba siya, or magiging the same? Okay, it is letter A. It would be half as large. Paano nga ba? Tingnan natin. Number 14, this is also a problem solving. Kindly pause this video and answer. Okay, sagutin ninyo before we discuss everything about Boyle's law. Saang sagot natin? Is it A, B, C, or D? Okay, the answer here is 368 mmHg. Last number tayo for our pretest, another problem solving. Okay, so again, i-pause ninyo and try to solve this on your own. Is it letter A, B, C, or D? Okay, the answer is letter B, 180 cubic centimeter. All right. So yun, pretest pa naman iyon at balikan nyo lang ulit after we have discussed about everything sa Boyle's law. Okay? So today, let's start to recall the concepts of matter kasi dito po tayo magsisimula so that we can understand the whole thing about Boyle's law. So 'di ba? Na-topic na natin ito, na-topic na ninyo ito sa grade 8 science ninyo. So we have the states of matter, we have solid, liquid, at saka gas. At itong tatlong phases of matter, states of matter na ito, may iba't ibang mga characteristics. And based on the figure, di ba, nakikita ninyo yung mga molecules nila. Okay? So, sa tatlong ito, makikita natin kay solid, it is very compact. Meaning to say, di ba, katabi nila yung mga molecules na nasa vicinity nila. Sa liquid naman, medyo meron siyang mga spaces in between. At si gas, nagmo-move siya on a random random movement. Okay? So si Boyle's law, it has the notion of tackling or discussing or what you call this dealing about gases. Okay? So like solids at saka yung mga liquids natin, si gases natin are made up of molecules that behave differently. Okay? So most of the properties sa ating mga gas, pwede natin silang ma-attribute to their random and scattered arrangement. Di ba? Scattered yung arrangement nila, yung molecules nila. So, meaning to say, if we compare solid, liquid, at saka ni gas, yung mga molecules ni gas is located siya as far away as possible from each other. Kaya hindi natin sila na nagagrasp, di ba? Hindi natin sila nakukuha mismo. Okay? And anong basis natin dito, 'di ba? Natakal na natin sa ating grade 8 science na yung forces nila are very weak compared kay solid at saka kay liquid. Okay? So, ngayon, we'll be dealing more about gas sa ating Boyle's law. And from the properties of the three states of matters, 'di ba? We have solid, liquids, at saka gases. Balikan natin ulit itong tatlong ito. So, from their shapes, si solids, 'di ba? Since the molecules are actually compact, meaning to say they have fixed shape. Makikita natin na square sila, rectangle sila because fixed nga yung shape nila. Sa liquids naman, 'di ba? Yung tubig natin, kapag inilagay natin sa isang container, it will take the shape of that container mismo. Okay? Sa gases naman, it is also the same as liquids. For example, sa ating balloon, kapag nilagyan natin siya ng gas, si balloon is yung shape ni gas, magiging shape din ng balloon. Okay? Let's have volume. Si solids dito, merong fixed volume, same with liquids. At si gases naman, nag-iiba yung volume niya as it fills a certain container. And in terms of fluidity, si solids hindi siya nagfo-flow easily. Imagine niyo, nagfo-flow ba si solids? Hindi naman, 'di ba? Si liquids dito, it will flow easily like water, 'di ba? Kapag yung sa gripo, you will turn that one or you will turn on that one, magfo-flow siya easily. Same with gases. And in terms of compressibility, ano yung compressibility nga, 'di ba? The moment that you squeeze it, yan po yung compressibility niya. Nako-compress po siya. Si solid, if we try to compress that one, hindi siya madali. Okay? Same with liquid, but different with gases because in terms of compressibility, very compressible po si gas natin. Okay? So now, let's focus more on gas. Okay, ito si gas, 'di ba? Ito yung molecules ni gas para siya nagra-random movement, okay? Random arrangement because para siyang malikot siya, okay? Malikot si gas natin. At ito yung mga properties nila. Si gases natin, they expand to fill any container and again, they are highly compressible. And according to the kinetic molecular theory sa ating mga ideal gas, itong mga gases na ito, 'di ba? They are composed of molecules or atoms whose mga sizes nila very negligible compared to the ones na compared to the average distance between them. Okay? Negligible siya. Okay? Meaning to say, they will move randomly in straight lines in all directions at various speeds. Okay? Nagmo-move siya randomly. Siya na pong bahala kung saan siya pupunta. Okay? And yung mga forces of attraction or repulsion between these gas molecules are very weak or negligible except during once magko-collide sila. Alright? Sige, balikan natin ulit. Let's have the fourth one. Collisions between gas molecules are considered elastic and their average kinetic energy of those molecules is proportional to the absolute temperature. Okay, yun yung mga topics natin before. Okay? And itong ideal gas na mga concept na ito sa ating kinetic molecular theory, we will apply this one sa ating Boyle's law later on. Okay? Recall natin again. Again, we have gases and we can describe these gases using 4 different variables. So ano itong 4 na variables na ito? We have temperature, we have pressure, we have volume, and we have amount of gas. Diba? Na-remember nyo pa itong mga words or terms na ito? Itong 4 na ito? Balikan natin. Let's start with pressure. Okay, ito yung nape-pressure tayo sa nape-pressure tayo sa pagko-comply ng mga requirements natin sa school, di ba? Dumadaan tayo ng pressure. So, ito sa science naman, si pressure nito is the normal force per unit area. Okay? Yan po yung subjected na force na nilagay natin or that is acted upon at a certain material or a certain area. So ano yung unit natin dito? It will include this Newton over meter squared or what we call Pascal or PA. Again, si pressure po, yung formula natin is force over area. So yung symbol niya is letter P. Okay? Remember ha, kapag pressure, that is letter P. And ito yung mga common units. Okay? We have ATM or atmosphere, PSI, we have pounds per square inch, we have mmHg, cmHg, at saka torr. And always remember, itong pressure na ito, this is the average effect of the forces of the colliding molecules in what? In the gases. Okay? Because we are talking more about gases sa ating Boyle's law. Now, let's have the second term. So we have temperature, di ba? dinaanan na natin ito last time sa ating in our parang grade 8 ba yun or grade 9 ba yun? Parang nandun lang. Okay? So we have temperature. So temperature is the measure of hotness and coldness of matter. So gaano siya kalamig or gaano siya kainit. Okay? That will indicate kung ini-indicate niya kung ilan ba ang average kinetic energy of particles niya. Okay? So paano natin siya mini-measure? Mini-measure natin siya using a thermometer. At ano yung flow between the two objects at different temperatures? Remember, di ba? Yan yung heat natin. Okay? And because of the temperature, di ba? Yung hotness and coldness, yung heat natin dyan, nagfo-flow siya from hot to cold. Yan po yung transfer of heat niya galing sa two certain substances. It will be always from hot area to cold area. So ano yung mga anong symbol ni temperature? Symbol ni temperature is letter T, okay? Letter T, at yung mga common units niya is we have Kelvin, degree Celsius, at saka Fahrenheit. Okay? Remember the three basic units na temperature. Let's have volume. Okay? So volume natin, 'di ba? Dinaanan natin ito sa science, dinaanan na natin ito sa mathematics or sa geometry natin. So sino si volume? This is a three-dimensional space that is occupied by a solid, liquid, or gas. Okay? So ano yung symbol ni volume? This is letter V. And ano yung mga common units? We have liters, milliliters, cubic meters, at saka cubic centimeters. And all of these properties here, yung volume, yung temperature, at saka yung pressure are the components of our Boyle's law. Okay? So Boyle's law, we have its formula. P1V1 equals to P2 over V2. Sino nga yung P? That is pressure. Sino nga yung V? That is the volume. And remember, sa nakikita natin sa formula, merong numbers. Okay? Merong 1 at saka merong 2. Si 1 po dito, this is the initial. Okay? Yung initial po. Meaning to say, yan yung pinakaunang pressure at pinakaunang volume. Yung 2 dyan, isa yung new pressure at saka yung new volume. Okay? So, paano nga or sino nga sinong scientist ang nag-come up nitong Boyle's law na ito? O, sino ito? Ito po ang origin niya. Nagsimula po ito kay Robert Boyle. Okay? Si Robert Boyle po yung nag-investigate sa relationship between the volume of a gas and its pressure. So sinimula niyang study itong relationship na ito in 1662 at nakita niya na merong varying factors sa pressure at nakita niya na merong effect sa volume of gas kahit hindi nag-change yung temperature. So he noticed there that the volume of the gas decreased as the pressure exerted on it increased. So yan po yung tinatawag niya. He come up for its on the Boyle's law mismo. Okay? So again, merong variables po itong Boyle's law. So we have the amount and temperature. Yan po yung dalawang hindi nag-change. Yung others is basically nagva-vary. So let's try to visualize muna kung paano ba natin or paano ba nag-move or paano ba natin mag-visualize si Boyle's law. So we have a video here. Okay? So we have a syringe at saka a marshmallow. So nakikita natin kapag nakukuha natin or parang pinupush natin si syringe, makikripple yung o lumiliit si marshmallow dito. At kapag nire-release natin si marshmallow, magiging masi-stretch siya. And that explains the our Boyle's law mismo. So itong syringe na ito, when you pull that one, it will create a larger volume doon sa syringe mismo. So parang lumaki yung volume niya. Okay? Lumaki yung volume niya. And as the air inside the syringe is at a certain pressure, okay? Kapag pinupush mo siya o yung plunger, diba? Pinupush natin, that will decrease the volume itself. So, lumiit yung volume. So, anong mangyayari? So, according sa Boyle's law, when you decrease the volume, yung pressure sa gas, sa syringe, nag-i-increase siya. Okay? Again, kapag dinidecrease natin yung volume, yung pressure is lumalaki mismo. Okay? So, yan yun. So, let's have the concept. O ito yung nangyayari sa syringe. So, we have ano dito, weights at saka yung gas molecules. Di ba? So, yung mga gas molecules, di ba nakikita natin sa ating discussion before, di ba? Randomly siya. Okay? Hindi siya compact compared kay solid. So, kapag pinupush natin siya, yung molecules na is dumidikit. So, meaning to say, yung volume lumiliit, tapos yung pressure dyan is lumalaki. So, according to the kinetic molecular theory, pwede natin ang tawag natin dito, maa-apply itong kinetic molecular theory sa ating Boyle's law. Kasi makikita natin na yung molecule sa gas, nag-exert siya ng pressure doon sa walls sa container. Hence, yung molecules nagmo-move siya nearer to one another para siyang nagko-compact siya kapag merong pressure nang na-apply sa kanya. Thus, resulting in a decrease in volume. So, anong mangyayari sa pressure dyan? Mag-i-increase po siya. Bakit? Because the moment na lumalapit sila, si molecule A at saka si molecule B, sa lahat ng mga molecules na yan, there are chances na magko-collide sila. And what will happen once mag-collide sila? Yung pressure is nag-i-increase. So, yan yung concept ni Boyle's law. Yan yung concept ni Boyle's law on which pwede natin makita na merong decrease in volume at saka kapag dinecrease natin si volume, tumataas yung pressure. Okay? So, before tayo magso-solve ng mga sample problems, dapat alamin natin yung conversion. Okay? Magko-convert muna tayo ng mga units of pressure para hindi tayo malito pagdating sa problem solving. So, conversion muna tayo ha. So, we have these conversion factors from ATM to torr, ATM to mmHg, ATM to Pascal, at saka ATM to cmHg. So, let's try this number 1. So, we have 1.1 ATM. I-derive natin or i-convert natin to torr. Okay? So, paano natin gagawin ito? So, we will just input tsaka gagamitan natin siya ng conversion factor. So, sino dito nung kukunin natin itong 1.1 ATM? So, ano yung gagamitan natin? ATM at saka torr. So, 1 ATM at saka 760 torr. Diba? So, the moment that you input that one, yung conversion factor niyan, see to it na yung baba niya is yung ATM because we need to cancel the ATM na galing doon sa given unit. We need to cancel that one para ma-retain yung TORR or yung torr natin. So, calculating this one, we have 1.1 ATM, 1.1 times 760. Anong equivalent natin dito? This is 836 torr. Okay? 836 torr. Let's have another example. So we have 675 mmHg. Iko-convert natin siya to torr. Okay. So nakikita natin na wala pong direct conversion si mmHg at saka si torr. So what we will do about this is to get all of the conversion units na ma-retain natin yung torr lang. Okay? Because we need to find the torr. So input natin si 675 mmHg. So, ano yung next natin? Ano yung gagamitin natin? Dapat mawala si mmHg dito. So, we will use 1 ATM over 760 mmHg para mawala si so that we can remove or we can cancel out mmHg dito. So, mariretain natin si 1 ATM. Pero, okay, may pero dito. Hindi naman si ATM ang hinahanap natin. Si torr ang hinahanap natin. So, saan dito si torr? Okay, we have 1 ATM at saka si 1 ATM equals to 760 torr. So, yan po yung ilalagay natin katabi ng 1 ATM over 760 mmHg. So, ito yung equation natin so that we can convert 675 mmHg to torr. Okay? So, canceling everything, we have 675 times 1 times 1 is equal to 675 torr pa rin. Let's have number 3. 121,590 PA or Pascal is equivalent to blank ATM. So, alam na naman natin na meron ng conversion dito. Yung 1 ATM is equivalent to 101,325 Pascals. So, all you have to do is to input, okay, put the conversion factor, at saka manipulate lang. Diba? Maka-cancel out natin yung Pascals at mariretain natin yung ATM. So, 121,590 divided by 101,325 is equal to 1.2 ATM. Let's have number 4. Para at least magiging sisiw yung conversion natin because we need to have or yung if ever we can observe or we can read a problem na iba't iba yung pressure, magiging mali na yung sagot natin because we need to see na parehas yung pressure units when we solve problems later on. Okay? We need to see, again, you need to see na dapat same units yung sinosolve natin if we have or if we do problem solving about Boyle's law. So, we have 140 torr to converting, i-convert natin to ATM. Saan dito? Yung 1 ATM is equal to 760 torr. So, 140 torr, conversion factor natin, 1 ATM over 760 torr is equivalent to ilan? 1.5 ATM. Okay? Gamitin yung calculator nyo dyan. Let's have number 5. 2.5 ATM is equivalent to blank CMHG. Same din, we need to input 2.5 ATM. I-times natin o i-multiply natin by 76 CMHG over 1 ATM so that we can cancel the ATM. So that we can retain CMHG. So, multiply lang. 2.5 times 76 is equivalent to 190 CMHG. Okay? So, alam nyo na kung paano mag-convert. Sisiw lang, di ba? Let's try to apply Boyle's law. So, I have this image here. Okay? I-analyze ninyo. Okay? Analyze natin ito. So, meron tayong dalawa. Okay? May dalawang scenario. So, from the left side, meron tayong mass, pressure, temperature, at saka volume. Okay? So, ilan ang pressure dyan sa left side? We have 1. Okay? We have 1. Temperature, we have 300. Si volume naman, maximum natin is, ilan ba yan? Nasa 6. Okay? Tapos, yung molecules natin dyan, saan siya naka-point out? Dito kay number 4. Sa right side naman, itong right side na ito, we have pressure of 1.33, 300 na temperature, at saka same na max volume of 6, pero yung molecules natin dyan is nakay, yung volume is nakay 3. Okay? So, ito yung theoretical gas natin na na-confine sa isang jar with a piston para siyang sa makina ng mga cars natin. Okay? So, from the image, so let's try to answer some questions so that we can determine kung sino talaga o ano yung mga components na applicable kay Boyle's law. Okay? Which variable dito kay pressure, temperature, at saka si volume is kept constant? Okay? Sino dyan ang parehas lang between the left and the right image? Sino dito ang parehas? We have temperature. Kasi 300 yung temperature sa left, 300 din yung temperature sa right side. Diba? Let's have the next question. All right. What is the volume reading when the pressure is at 1 atmosphere? Okay? So, ilan daw ang volume reading kapag yung pressure is 1? Saang pressure dito ang may 1? Si left or si right? Itong si left ang may 1 na pressure. So, ilan daw ang volume reading kapag 1 ang pressure? Ilan ang volume? This is nasa 4. Okay? Nasa 4 po ang volume reading niya kapag nasa pressure na 1 atmosphere. Let's have the next question. What is the volume reading when the pressure is 1.33 atmosphere? So, sino dito ang 1.33? Nandito sa right image. Itong sa 1.33 na to. So, ilan ang volume reading sa right image? So, 1, 2, 3. Nasa 3. Okay? Nasa 3 siya. Let's have the next one. Based sa figure na ito, okay? As the pressure increases, what happened to the volume of the gas? Sige. So, ano daw mangyayari kapag na-i-increase yung pressure? Diba? So, just correlate. Let's try to compare the left at saka right na image. So, si pressure dito is 1. Si pressure dito is 1.33. So, nakikita natin na nag-increase yung pressure sa right image compared sa left image. Ilan nga yung volume sa left image na ito? We have 4. Ilan yung volume dito sa right na image? We have 3. Sino yung mas malaking volume? Sa right side, di ba? Anong nangyari ka volume? Di ba? From 4, nagiging 3. So therefore, from 4 to 3, nag-increase ba siya or nag-decrease? Okay? So nag-decrease siya. So meaning to say, as the pressure increases, yung volume sa gas is nagdi-decrease. And that is the concept of Boyle's law. Again, as the volume increases, si pressure dito is nagdi-decrease or vice versa. So, again, we have Boyle's law, okay? Because the harder we push, the smaller the gas volume gets. And that is our Boyle's law with the formula P1V1 equals to P2V2. So, yan yung concept ng ating Boyle's law. But, before we go to the problem solving, checkpoint quiz muna tayo. Okay? Sige. I hope mapaperfect nyo na itong 5-point checkpoint quiz na ito. Let's have number 1. Which of the following needs to remain constant when using the Boyle's law? So, sino daw sa variables na ating na-discuss ang constant? Sino dyan? So, we have temperature. Again, Boyle's law, constant si temperature. Let's have number 2. Which variables are being compared in the figure? Diba? Yung kaninang figure. Sino dyan ang kino-compare natin? Is it A, B, C, or D? Okay, si letter C, yung volume at saka pressure, di ba? Yung pababa at saka yung pataas. Ay, pataas at saka pababa. Number 3, when pressure on a gas goes up, what happens to its volume? So, tataas yung pressure. Anong mangyayari ka volume? Okay, tingnan natin. Kung nakinig ba kayo sa discussion natin bago lang? Okay, this will decrease. So, si volume dito magdi-decrease kapag i-increase natin si pressure. So, number 4, when volume on a gas goes down, bumaba yung volume, anong mangyayari kay pressure? Bumaba si volume ha? Anong mangyayari kay pressure? Okay, very good. It will increase. Last number tayo. Based on the figure again, what relationship can be derived between the pressure and volume at constant temperature? Ano nga yung relationship niya? Directly proportional ba siya? Insignificant ba siya? Inversely proportional to the square? Diba? Kung isa tataas, isa bababa. So, meaning to say, inversely proportional si volume sa pressure. So, yan po yung si Boyle's law natin. So, in mathematical terms or mathematical feature ni Boyle's law, it can be expressed, okay, mathematically as itong P inversely proportional to its volume. So, P inversely proportional to the volume. Meaning to say, tataas si pressure, bababa naman si volume. And ito yung formula natin na gagamitin natin for problem solving. Itong P1V1 equals to P2V2. Okay? So, I have this graph here. I have this table here. Okay? Itong table na ito, as you can see, it shows pressure and volume data for a set of amount of gas and a constant temperature, di ba? Meron ito yung mga different pressures, okay? Different pressures. Increasing pressure siya as you go down. Si volume naman, increasing siya or decreasing? Decreasing siya. Di ba? Again, di ba? Increasing si pressure, decreasing si volume. But they have the same, okay, constant. They have the same constant. So tama nga na kapag tataas si pressure, bababa si volume. Hence, inversely proportional siya dapat. Okay? So let's try to visualize that one sa ating graph. So, ito yung Boyle's law na ito. Diba? So we have pressure units here. Okay? We have the volume units here. And as you can see, si pressure dito at first, bumaba, nagdi-decrease siya. Anong nangyayari kay volume? 'Di ba? Anong nangyayari kay volume dito? Tumataas si volume as si pressure bumababa. Okay? So yan po yung mathematical feature ng ating Boyle's law if we try to visualize that one sa isang table at saka sa isang graph. Okay? So remember this. We have the formula of our Boyle's law. P1V1 equals to P2V2. Si P1 dito, yan yung initial pressure. Si V1 is yan yung initial volume. Si P2 naman, yan yung final pressure. Si V2 is yan yung final volume. Now, let's try to analyze. So I have this graph here. Let's try to analyze this one. Diba? So, volume sa ating y-axis. Sa x-axis natin is pressure. Okay? So, ito yung graph. Bumababa siya. Bumababa yung volume at saka nag-i-increase yung pressure. Diba? Yan yung if we try to analyze the graph. Okay? Bumababa si volume, tumataas si pressure. So I have these questions here. That's how number 1. What happened to the volume as you increase the pressure? Okay? What happened to the volume as you increase the pressure? Diba? Increasing naman ito from 0 to 50, 50 to 100, 100 to 150. Anong nangyayari ka volume? O, tingnan natin. Diba? Nag-decrease siya. Bumababa siya. So, volume decreases as you increase the pressure based on the graph. Let's have the second question. State the relationship between volume and pressure. So, ano nga yung relationship ni volume and pressure from the graph mismo or from the one that we have discussed bago lang? Again, volume is inversely related to pressure. Meaning to say, as pressure increases, si volume is bumababa. As pressure decreases, si volume tumataas. So, para siyang timbangan, di ba? Kapag isa ang bababa, yung isa is tataas. So, ganyan si pressure at saka si volume sa Boyle's law. Okay? So, let's grab the concept. So, Boyle's law, that is the pressure of a gas. Once it will increase, si volume magde-decrease. Assuming na constant yung other properties or other parameters na si mass at saka si temperature. Again, si pressure is inversely proportional sa volume. And we have the formula, P1V1 equals to P2V2. Okay? Yan si Boyle's law natin. So if we try to calculate, pag meron tayong mga problem solvings, ito lang ang gagawin natin as a guide, step-by-step process para hindi tayo mawala. Okay? Paano natin gagawin itong calculations? So step 1 ha, you need to organize every information on a table or parang ilalatag mo lahat ang mga givens muna para hindi kayo malito. Step 2, rearrange the gas law to solve for the unknown quantity. So next is to manipulate the formula so that gagamitin kasi natin siya on how to solve the variable na hinahanap sa question. 3, you need to input everything sa formula na na-construct niyo. Okay? You need to substitute that one para makuha mo yung unknown. Okay? So ito lang ang 3 steps na ito para makasolve tayo ng mga problems. Let's have an example. Okay? So kuha muna kayo ng papel at saka ballpen para mag-solve. Okay? Try to solve this one. So, you have the question. 200 milliliters, 200 ml of gas is contained in a vessel under a pressure of 800 mmHg. What will be the new volume of the gas if the pressure is changed to 1000 mmHg? Assume that the temperature remains constant. Okay. Diba? Ano nga yung formula? P1V1 equals to P2V2. So, meron tayong 4 na variables dapat. So, sa question na ito, meron lang tayong 3 at saka isang unknown. Sino yung 3 natin dito? Ito yung 4, oh. V1, P1, P2, at saka V2. Sino si V1? Volume 1, initial volume. Etong si 200 ml. Yan yung initial volume. Initial pressure, we have 800 mmHg. Ang hinahanap natin dyan is yung bagong volume. Sino yung bagong volume? Yan yung V2. Okay? Bagong volume, meron siyang bago na pressure. Okay? Bagong pressure, which is 1000 mmHg. And all you have to do, di ba, step 1? You need to have a table of the data that you will need to solve the problem. So, eto lang. Just input everything. Sino si V1, sino si P1, sino si P2, at saka sino si V2. So, V1, we have 200. P1, we have 800. P2, we have 1,000. And V2, yan yung needed natin na alamin. Okay? So, ano yung formula na gagamitin? Itong P1V1 equals to P2V2. So, ano nga yung hinahanap natin dito? Itong si V2. Saan si V2 dito? Ito, si V2. So, paano natin mariretain si V2 sa equation? Diba? All you have to do is to, diba? Isosolve natin si V2 dito. So, you need to multiply both sides by 1 over P2 or divide both sides by P2. So, anong mangyayari kapag i-multiply natin both sides so 1 over P2? Diba? So, we can makakancel out na natin si P2 dito sa equation. Okay, on the right side. So, ang ma-retain natin is si V2. So, diba? Si V2 yung hinahanap natin. So, we can have the formula of V2 magiging P1V1 over P2. Okay? So, mayroon natin yung formula. Alam na natin kung paano i-calculate si V2 using P1, V1, at saka P2. Diba? Step 3. All you have to do is to input everything sa equation natin. Okay? So, input natin. So, we have 800 mmHg times 200 ml over 1000 mmHg. Calculating everything, makukuha natin si bagong volume na 160 ml. Okay? Yun lang. Very simple. Input, output lang tayo. Let's have number 2 example. A 2.5 liter sample of a gas is collected at a pressure of 1.50 atm. Calculate the pressure needed to reduce the volume of the gas to 1 liters. The temperature remains unchanged. Diba? Ano yung 4 natin na ano tawag natin dito? Given. Okay? We have volume 1, initial volume of 2.5 liters. Pressure 1, 1.5 atm. Ang hinahanap natin dito is hindi na volume. Hinahanap natin dito is yung pressure, yung bagong pressure para maka-reduce tayo para ma-reduce natin yung volume sa gas to 1 liter. So we have the new volume of 1 liter. So again, ano yung formula? P1V1 equals to P2V2. Solving for P2, all we have to do is to multiply both sides by 1 over V2 or divide it by V2. Hence, you will makakancel natin si V2, mariretain natin si P2, and we have the formula here. P2 is equal to P1V1 over P2. Yung step 3 natin, di ba? I-input lang natin ang mga given sa formula natin. So, ito na. 1.5 atm times 2.5 liters over 1 liter. Calculating this one, makakuha natin si 3.75 atm. Okay? Very simple lang po yung problem solving. All you have to do is to get the given, derive the formula, and input everything, then calculate. Yun lang. Okay? So, meron tayong mga additional problem solvings later on para at least mapapractice kayo. So, Ano yung mga real life examples ng Boyle's Law? Kasi pwede natin siyang ma-apply sa ating sa life, okay? Sa buhay natin, pwede natin siyang ma-apply. So ito yung mga such examples. For example, is yung breathing natin, 'di ba? Once we inhale, yung lungs natin mag-expand siya. And the moment that it will expand, yung pressure sa lungs nagdi-decrease. Okay? So, yung air natin dyan, magfo-flow siya towards the lower pressure in the lungs unlike sa exhalation. So, once we exhale, di ba? Exhale tayo. Yung lungs natin, yung volume sa lungs, magdi-decrease. And once it will decrease, yung pressure is mag-i-increase inside. Okay? So once na mag-i-increase yung pressure, yung airflow, magfo-flow siya from high pressure patungo sa outside kasi nire-release natin yung carbon dioxide. Okay? That is one example of Boyle's Law. Another example is itong fish na ito. Okay? Yung isda. Okay? Once it will exhale, itong fish, si goldfish na ito, once it will exhale sa isang aquarium, yung air bubbles niya, once it will be released, di ba, makikita natin, as the bubble goes up, yung size ni bubble is lumalaki until it will reach the surface. Yan din po yung isang explanation of sa ating Boyle's Law natin. That will describe the relationship between the pressure at saka ni volume. Bakit? Kasi si bubbles, once it will rise, di ba? It will move from higher pressure to lower pressure, di ba? As you go down, kapag lumalangoy ka patungo sa pinakamalalim na dagat, yung pressure na mafe-feel mo is sobrang malaki, di ba? So, if you go up, di ba? From the high pressure in the bottom, sa bottom, kapag magra-rise ka sa surface, magdi-decrease na yung pressure ninyo. 'Di ba? And according sa ating Boyle's Law, as the pressure surrounding the bubble decreases, yung volume sa gas mag-increase siya. Kaya yung tawag natin dito, yung bubbles na ito, once it will go up, lumalaki siya. 'Di ba? Once it will go up, lumalaki siya. Another example is yung mga spray paint natin. Yung mga aerosols, 'di ba? So, ang mangyayari dito, 'di ba? Very high pressure yung can kasi compressed gas nga siya, 'di ba? Compressed siya. So, again si Boyle's Law, 'di ba nagsistate siya na kapag yung volume sa gas nagdi-decrease, yung pressure niya nag-i-increase. So, meaning to say, kapag if we spray that one, si can, 'di ba? The moment that we spray that one, yung volume sa inside ni can magdi-decrease siya. So yung pressure, it will increase. That is why makakaspray tayo ng particles. So that is why merong spray. And the moment na mauubos siya, magdi-decrease na yung pressure kasi hindi na siya magdi-decrease yung volume. Okay? So yan po yung nangyayari sa ating mga spray paints. Okay? So merong high pressure sa initial high pressure at saka nag-involve din siya ng temperature. Okay? Bakit siya nag-involve ng temperature? Because we have the boiling point of this gas na ito. The propellant gas dito sa substance na ito, it will remain in the liquid state even at its boiling point, which is typically below room temperature. Meaning to say na yung gas, kapag under pressure siya, it will remain in its liquid state. And according sa Boyle's Law, di ba, kapag yung pressure nag-increase, yung boiling point naman of the gas will also increase. And once i-release natin yung aerosol, yung spray mismo, mag-open siya ng pathway doon sa propellant gas at saka sa liquid product or sa substance para ma-escape siya. And once na mag-exit siya sa valve mismo, yung pressure sa inside sa can, magde-decrease siya once ginagamit nyo si aerosol. Okay? Same thing sa ating, or if we inflate tires, di ba? As you put more and more air sa ating gulong, you are forcing all of the gas molecules to get packed together. Meaning to say, magre-reduce siya ng volume at saka mag-increase siya ng pressure towards the walls of the tire. Kaya siya medyo para siyang kapag inflated tire, medyo para siyang solid, 'di ba? Magiging solid siya compared sa hindi na siya inflated. Okay? Yan is isa po siyang application sa ating Boyle's Law. Okay? Another one is itong kapag si scuba diver. Okay? If you are scuba diving, kapag pumupunta ka sa ano tawag natin dito? Pumupunta ka sa ilalim ng dagat. Okay? So yun, if ikaw si scuba diver, meron kang bubbles meron kang na-exhale na bubbles dyan. As the bubbles will approach the surface, lumalaki at lumalaki yung bubbles na iyan. Okay? And that is why, kapag kayong mga scuba divers kasi, they are very cautious if they try to reach the surface ng biglaan kasi they will experience bends. Okay? Merong effect diyan sa body. If you try to from a deeper portion, bibilisan mo na patungo ka sa surface. So what will happen to you is that meron kang tawag natin dito, yung changes sa pressure sa body, and that will affect your lungs, that will affect the whole pressure of your body na that will have an implication, magko-complicate yung body system ninyo. Okay? That is why yung mga scuba divers natin, they are very careful on how they will go to the surface kapag nandyan na sila sa bottom because of this Boyle's Law. Okay? So those are some of the real life examples na pwede nating ma-apply ni Boyle's Law. And here are the additional problem solvings na pwede ninyong gawin as practice. Okay? So number 1, a sample of gas has a volume of 2.5 liters at pressure of 800 mmHg. What is the volume when the pressure drops to 500 mmHg? Again, write the given. Ano yung mga given parameters natin? We have V1, P1 at saka P2. Ang hinahanap natin is V2. Ano nga yung formula ni V2? We have, okay, di ba? V2 is equivalent to P1 V1 over P2. All you have to do is to input. Input lang natin. Then, we will have 4 liters. Okay? So, balikan ninyo Solve ninyo ito. Practice this one para mamemoryado nyo na. Let's have the next sample. A gas occupies 100 ml at 150 kPa. Find its volume at 200 kPa. So ano yung mga given natin? We have V1, P1, P2. At ang hinahanap natin is si volume 2 or si new volume at 200 kilopascals. So, same formula ang gagamitin natin. V2 is equivalent to P1, V1 over P2. So, input natin, we have 150 kPa times 100 ml over 200 kPa. We will have 75.0 ml. Next, Freon 12 is used in refrigeration systems. What is the new volume of a 8-liter sample of Freon gas initially at 550 mmHg after its pressure is changed to 2,200 mmHg at constant T? Diba? Ano hinahanap natin? Volume pa rin. So, ano yung mga parameters na given? V1, P1, P2. Okay? Same formula ang gagamitin natin for V2. So, we have V2, P1, V1 over P2. So, input lang natin, 550 mmHg times 8.0 liters over 2,200 mmHg, we will have 2.0 liters. Next. Okay, meron pa. If the sample of helium gas has a volume of 6.4 liters at a pressure of 0.70 atm, what is the new volume when the pressure is increased to 1.40 atm? Same pa din. Volume yung hinahanap. Okay? New volume yung V2. So we have V1, P1, P2 as the given. And yung formula natin for V2, ano ngayon? P1, V1 over P2. So input all of the given sa formula, 0.70 ATM times 6.4 liters over 1.4 T ATM. And calculating, we will have 3.2 liters. Last one. Okay. A gas occupies 11.2 liters at 0.860 ATM. What is the pressure if the volume becomes 15.0 liters? So ang hinahanap natin is hindi na volume, kundi pressure, yung bagong pressure na. So we need to find P2 with the given V1, P1, at saka V2. Okay? So ano yung formula ang gagamitan natin? Yung P2 is equivalent to P1, V1 over V2. Okay? So input natin yung mga given sa ating bagong formula. We will have 0.860 ATM times 11.2 liters over 15.0 liters. And we will have 0.642 ATM. All right? So I hope you have comprehended. Dapat ang malaman ninyo kung paano mag-solve the Boyle's Law at yung concept niya because we will use that one as a next para sa ating next topic na si Charles Law. Okay? So next topic naman tayo, Charles Law. So see you sa ating next discussion.